What's up guys, Marc from Beyond the Real here, and today I want to talk about Wonder Woman 84 directed by Patty Jenkins. I have to say, I was highly disappointed in this film. Going into it, I was really excited for Wonder Woman to come out. And we got the news that it was going to be releasing in theaters and in HBO Max. I was excited for that. I have HBO Max, so I get to sit in the comfort of my home, the safety of my home, and watch Wonder Woman 84 on Christmas Day. So ending a great Christmas with Wonder Woman, that would have been awesome. But I was just disappointed in the film. The film, it started, with young Diana, which this whole scene had no business to be in the movie. It was in there just to be in there. I guess maybe there was a little lesson within it that you need to tell the truth, basically, instead of lying. But there was a scene in the beginning where little Diana, she literally took a shortcut while she was facing the other Amazons in this battle. She took a shortcut. And then she was about to win when I believe it was her aunt, the one who died in the previous film, stopped her and told her, you gotta tell the truth. I feel like that's what all that meant. And throughout the whole story in the 80s, she didn't, Diana, Wonder Woman, that shortcut scene that we saw in the beginning when she was young, it didn't show later on in the film. I feel that was such a letdown. Maybe us seeing, Diana actually take a shortcut and then lose, and then she redeems herself in the end by winning the battle. Maybe that would have been more impactful, but the beginning was just a mess. There was nothing there. And then we go into the scenes after that when she's in the mall, and we're seeing everything of the 80s. We're seeing how the mall look. We're seeing people wearing, they're doing aerobics in the mall. They're all kinds of stuff. And the CGI in this film is not polished. To me, it's just like they threw the crap together at the screen and that was it. I really wish they actually polished the film. It's a DC film. I really wish, this whole movie is about wishes, right? Well, I wish this movie wasn't made. That's what I wish. Cause this is just ridiculous. I want to go into one thing before I just continue, to ramble and to rant on how bad and how of a mess this film was. The dynamic between Steve Trevor and Diana is still there. It's still there, and I actually like that dynamic, especially when she had to let him go. I really felt that, and it was pretty sad. But the scene after that, there's a stupid scene of her running where it looks so fake. The Flash from the CW looks more real running than a high budget Wonder Woman does. I feel like that should not be happening. I really feel like that should not be happening. The CW should not look better than Wonder Woman. I really feel that way. And I don't think I'm in the wrong here for even thinking that. But that scene between Steve Trevor and Diana was really good. I enjoyed it. Kristen Wiig, I don't know what to say because she's barely in the film. She's barely in the film. Cheetah's barely in the film. She's literally thrown in there like Green Goblin's thrown in there on the Amazing Spider-Man 2 just at the end, so Wonder Woman can have a battle and wear her gold armor. That's all that it was there for. No, it's a cool meaning behind the armor, but that meaning just got thrown out the window when Diana goes into her closet and just finds it and just has it sitting there. It's just sitting there and she just has it. It really brings the value, the prestige, the meaning of the golden armor down. It sucks. And Cheetah, Kristen the way they did the fight scene in the dark, you know, Hollywood has been doing this for a long time. They tend to do the CGI at night so it doesn't look as bad. When you know, I really wish, you know, they went all out and, you know, they gave us a fearsome cheetah. You know, the fight scene in the White House, the first fight scene between Cheetah and Wonder Woman, when before Cheetah was Cheetah, before Barbara was Cheetah. That fight was more impactful to me. You know, there was some, I'm not gonna say there wasn't any good dialogue in this film. There was, and I really did like it. But there's nothing else. Pedro Pascal, you know, he did great. As Max Lord, he did great. I don't know much of the villain from the comics, but from what I've seen on screen, he did great. I didn't find that, you know, that bad. I actually enjoyed, honestly, all of his parts. I feel like he was probably the best actor out of the whole film. You know, yes, it's a Wonder Woman film, but I feel like we didn't get to see a lot of Wonder Woman. In my opinion, we got to see more Wonder Woman towards the end of the film, and you know, that was it. This film feels like it's such a high consequence film that we don't feel later on in other DCEU films. We don't feel that. We don't hear about, you know, on BVS that, you know, the world almost ended, Justice League, the world almost ended. Any other DCEU film, we don't hear about this 1984 moment. We don't hear about none of it. And you know, I'm just thinking in my head, why don't we hear about none of this? Why does Batman not mention this to Diana? Why you know, Superman I could probably get. I don't know, but you know, everything else in this film, like Steve Trevor, he's a fish out of water in Diana's world now. We seen that in the first. We already seen that story in the first film with Diana. We didn't need to see that again. It's just for the humor that, you know, Warner Brothers and DC wants to throw in there to try to be like Marvel. They need to stop that, because it doesn't work. It just doesn't. And another stupid scene I just thought about was when Steve Trevor, he was like, "Oh, I want to fly one of these new planes." They literally go to an airstrip. They get on a jet, and he can automatically fly the new jet. Those aren't the same as during his time, so he should not be able to fly a fucking jet. He should not be able to. This movie is a mess, and I don't know, I've seen reviews of certain people that they're saying this movie is a masterpiece, this movie is amazing. I don't know what the hell you're looking at, but this is not a great film. This film is at least a 4 out of 10. You know, I wouldn't even recommend watching it. I feel like, to me, it's on that level of BVS. It's super low. So I don't know. I don't know. No, one more scene. I know everybody saw this. When Diana was in the desert, when they were tracking down Max Lord, and then she ends up saving 2 children, and then they were rolling on the floor. Those kids were 2 dummies. You could see, you know, the arms of, you know, like a mannequin. That's what Wonder Woman was holding. That's how bad this CGI is. That's how bad these practical effects are, if used any. That's why CGI sucks sometimes, when you use too much of it, when you're too comfortable with it. That's why I love the Sam Raimi trilogy, because there's so many practical effects mixed in with little hints of CGI. But guys, that's my review for Wonder Woman 84. I really do not recommend this film. It's honest, at least not in a movie theater. If you want to watch it on HBO Max, go ahead. Do not pay your money to go into a movie theater and, you know, watch that. It's a waste of time. But yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, and come back and check back for more.